Gamer, and today, as you can see, I have two TI-nspire CX CAS calculators, which come with color screens and all your new functions and stuff. And today, I'll just be showing you how to do this. So if you can't see, it might be a bit white or a bit blurry. I'm actually playing Pokemon. There's a bunch of your favorite different games, stuff like that. So I have most of the Pokemons: Metroid, Mega Man, Kirby, X-Men. You can get Pac-Man, Mario, everything you like. Tetris, whatever you want. So I do actually have two here. This one is this one has the NdLess update and the Gameboy Color emulator. So I'll be going through step by step exactly what you have to do from a brand new TI-nspire CX CAS calculator. So I'll be doing everything as if it was fresh, except doing the install from this booklet, which you get a CD with. So I've already done that, so I don't need to do that. So you guys will probably just want to do that before you watch this. Now, it is pretty cool. It's pretty easy to set up. You want to make sure you're on firmware version 3.1, but I'll also go through updating that with you because some people find that hard. So yeah, now I'll just jump straight into ScreenFlow. So now that we're in ScreenFlow, or my Mac, or whatever you want to call it, we're ready to install the NdLess operating system firmware update thing, whatever you want to call it. Now, I just realized that this calculator actually does have the 3.1 update, which is automatically updatable or downloadable when you open this program. So this will be the first thing that comes up. This program is installable by the CD that I showed you earlier. I mean, it's not very hard to install. It's really just textbook stuff. Now, if you do happen to just get out of the auto updater, just relaunch the program. You can't like stop it from showing up because this isn't the screen, but it will show up and it's really easy. The download is about 90 meg, so I don't know if you have slow internet, that might take a while, but yeah. So just get out of this. Now you're gonna have this screen. You can just get out of that, and then double click on here, and you'll find you have two folders, one .csv. You might not have the themes, but you probably will. This might have been installed by somebody else. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is just head over to your Chrome or whatever operating system you're using. Now this link will be in the description. You can have that. Well, I'll put it there. All these links are in the order that I actually used them when I found this. So if yours doesn't look like that, then fix it, I guess. Yeah, so now the first thing you want to do is just click on here, which will take you to here. Now this has 3 downloads. When I did it, it only had 2, but it's the same process. So you're just going to want to download this one here. So I've already downloaded that. It's only 300 kilobytes. Yes, I think, yeah. So it's really small. You don't have to worry about anything. Now if we just head over back to here, and then just open Finder. I already have it in here. Now if you just double click on it, depending on what extracting program you have, everyone who has Windows will obviously be using WinRAR. For those Mac users, I use, I think, Unzip and that green one, which actually might be Unzip. But yeah, so now you're left with this folder. You can read all the readmes, changes, that public license, whatever. But yeah. So now if you go into calc bin, make a new folder in here and call it NdLess. So that's NdLess. Now head back over to your Finder and drag this NdLess resources.tns into your mylib folder. Sorry, not your mylib folder. Jesus. Wrong thing there. Wrong thing. Okay, so sorry about that. Whoop. So drag it into your NdLess. That'll be in there. Now on your calculator you'll get a document receive thing. It's very important to hit OK, because otherwise you might crash later on in this process, I guess. Yeah, now that is done. You don't have to do anything else there. And the next thing is doing the OS update, firmware, whatever you want to call it, of one of these 4, depending on what type of calculator you have. Now if you just go over here, right click and hit install OS, it'll come up with a select, well yeah, that, and then if you just go to your desktop, which is nowhere, but mine actually glitches and lags a bit, so I have to click these to actually get it to load the stuff. I'll just go into CAS. Oh, and if anyone knows a fix for this, please tell me, because it's really annoying. Okay. Now just hit whatever one is kind of available for you. So you'll notice you can't actually click these, so this is the only option I have. So if you just press open, just hit yes, and that'll install that. Now on your calculator you'll get an OK thing, just hit OK, and then that'll be done. Now also, if this does happen to you, this normally happens to me, this kind of install OS bar will freeze. So if you're having that problem, all you have to do is basically hit cancel. Now just close this. Yeah. So now once that's closed, all you're gonna have to do is, sorry about that. Now all you want to do is restart the program, and now we're going to be able to go on to the emulator part of this tutorial. So yeah, that's the setup. Now you can get out of this or go back to here or whatever you want to do, and then just go over. Whoop, yeah. Now if you go to the NdLess user guide, I'll put a link up for this as well, and this of course, and you guys can read through this. It's pretty easy, comment whatever, and you can follow that yourselves. If you just go to the TI planet, this shows some of the things you can do with the NdLess update. There's some retro games or self-made games, whatever you want to call it. This is the thing that we're going to be focusing on. Now this is the Gameboy Color emulator. Now you notice that this update comes with a no frame skipped update kind of fix for it, which is pretty handy because in the last one it was lagging all the time, doing all this crap, and it just wasn't nice. Now when you click on this or here, you'll get taken to this. Now what you want to click is telecharger, and that'll download the file. It is kind of confusing, I guess, at first, but you'll be able to do it. Now it should come up in a sec. Sorry, hit the download button, not the telecharger button. So now you'll notice that you have this kind of this thing here. So we just drag that over there, drag this into here, then you'll have this zip. So just unzip that or unrar it if you're using Mac or Windows, whatever, and then you'll come up with these four little things here. Now if you read the README, it'll tell you what version you need. Now if you just go down, sorry. Yeah, so if you depending on what you have, which I have the TI-nspire CX, so you're going to want to use this one, which is the gbc4cx.tns. So it's this middle one here. Now if we go back into here, and if we just double click here, make a new folder and just call it Gameboy Emulator. Now if we double click here, just go into Finder and drag this into here. Now that's all done, so it's really easy. And then on your calculator you should have a little document received window again. Just hit OK, and then that'll be all done for you. If you go to My Documents on your calculator and then go to your folder, then hit gbc4cx, you should come up with a black screen that looks like scripting, and there'll be it'll say no ROM files found. So that's all done there, I guess. And now for the installing ROMs part of this. This is the last link that I'll be putting up, and this has basically every ROM for the Game Boy Color. Now there are a lot, as you can see. So I'll just be downloading a few, and I'll show you what to do. So I'll just go to P, I'll go to J, Tetris, and I think that's all that I was going to do for now. So yeah, now if I just go Command F, pack, oh, don't have Pac-Man. Alrighty then, I'll start with Pokemon. So I'll get Crystal, which is a color game, and I'll get Silver. Actually no, that's the lame one. Okay, so I'll just start with Crystal for now. Now if you just hit download your file, it'll download and we can play with that later. Now in J, if I just search okay. So if we click on there, that'll download this file. I'll have to wait. But also here, I'll just find Tetris. And I'll download all these. So we can download this. And this is a really easy process. You can only have 14 games per folder that you have here, but you can just make a new folder, just call it the same as that, put this same file in there again, and then that'll work like a charm. So did I just, oh yeah, alrighty. So then download Tetris, every Tetris that you want. I'm actually doing this for a friend, so these are her games that she wants. So yeah. Now go back into your Finder. You just go back, just make a new folder and call it Gameboy Games. Now drag each one of your games, zip into here. Jesus. Okay. Tetris 2, Jurassic Park 3, Pokemon Crystal, and that's all. Now if I just clean these up, we'll have a nice neat thing here. Now, if you just unzip all of these, you'll have all these nice little neat folders. So if I just select the folders, then I'll have these nice little things here. We'll start with Jurassic Park. Now you notice the extension on it is .gb. All you have to do, click, type .tns, hit enter, use TNS. Remember to keep the .gb and then put the .tns, so don't actually delete the .gb. Then just drag it into here, and that's all done. Now just do this for the rest of the games. I might actually just do it for one, since you guys don't really care what games I put on it, I assume. And then we'll have that done. Now that is actually the whole process. So that's really easy. You don't even have to like do much or do anything actually. But yeah. So now it won't. No. Okay. So that's not the calculator. But now on your calculator, if you go to My Documents, go into GBC4CX, which you actually want to run that, not the ROM files. Then in that you'll see a list of all the ROM files you've installed. So obviously I have Jurassic Park and Pokemon Crystal. Now if I just click on one of them, it'll look like one of those screens like you have when you start Windows, sorry, one sec. So it'll look like this. It'll be black and it'll have kind of all this writing here, and it'll kind of look like that, except it'll be black. Now just click on whatever game you have. So I'll click on Jurassic Park, and then that'll boot up. It'll be in color. Well, actually this game isn't in color, but the new calculators are in color. This one is color, but unfortunately this game is in color. Now these calculators don't have sound, so I guess that's the only downside. You can't enjoy the nice boppy music from these kind of games. But yeah, I guess that's all. Just remember to like, subscribe, favorite, tell all your mates, and have fun. I might come at you with how to overclock your calculator as well. But I'm sure this is a pretty specified audience that's going to watch this video, so just enjoy it, do whatever, and I'll see you guys around.